Bone's been going.
Jon Jones is a freak of all freaks. Because Jon Jones beat Daniel Cormier when he was on coke. That was one of the funny things he said in the press conference for the rematch. Daniel was talking shit. He goes, "I beat you when I was on coke."
That spinning kick that he did to that
Stipe Miocic,
where he said and I think he thanked his Taekwondo coach, and he said he had been working on this one specific kick from both sides, because of something he saw on the tape, and he got it off and hit this guy so hard, not even on his liver side. He hit him on the other side, and you see it shudder through his entire organ structure.
Yeah, his heel was deep into his body cavity, all the way up to his fucking spine. Yeah,
but he just practiced this one specific, and he was he even said, he goes, "It is a devastating shot. There's not a human being who could take that."
No, it's like getting hit by.
Jon Jones doesn't need trash talk or bold statements to grab attention. Sometimes, all it takes is a single training clip. That short glimpse of preparation was enough to get everyone talking, sending a quiet but powerful message to Tom Aspinall and the rest of the heavyweight division as the main event picture begins to take shape. There was no showmanship or exaggeration, just focus and intent. Without saying a word, Jones shifted the entire conversation. Analysts began debating what it really meant, while potential challengers suddenly grew more cautious. What makes it even more unsettling is how little build-up he seems to need. Conversations with his coach suggest that even during long stretches away from the gym, Jones still has the natural instincts and fight IQ to handle elite competition. His ability to rely on raw skill and experience alone has always set him apart. Now, with that same talent returning alongside renewed discipline, it creates a dangerous combination. And history has already shown what happens when Jon Jones is locked in. The results are rarely good for whoever stands across from him.
I mean, he was getting arrested. He was partying. For when he fought Gustafsson, he beat Gustafsson, and he didn't train at all. I talked to his trainer. He's like, he didn't even show up at the gym. He was fucking never there. He was never training. He could just show up and beat everyone.
Every major conversation about the heavyweight division eventually leads back to one name, Jon Jones. He occupies a different space compared to everyone else, not because of hype or promotion, but because of what is proven inside the cage when he fully commits. Joe Rogan has pointed out that the division feels thinner without him. According to Rogan, if Jones stays active, the entire weight class instantly feels more serious, more competitive, and far more dangerous. Right now, there are only a handful of true threats, but his presence alone changes the equation. When Jones is in the mix, everything shifts. Matchups carry more weight. Contenders look more cautious, and the whole heavyweight picture takes on a completely different level of intensity.
The heavyweight division is so shallow right now. You got Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, Jon Jones if he chooses to fight again, Francis if by some miracle they can work something out and bring him back to the UFC. Other than that, there's no one compelling for like a championship caliber fighter. There's basically 4 or 5 guys on earth that are in this like championship caliber class.
The conversation came from a completely different angle. The point wasn't about specific matchups or game plans. It was about levels. The idea was simple. A heavyweight could train perfectly for months, look sharp, feel unstoppable, and still get beaten by Jon Jones even on one of his average nights. That's what stuck with people. The gap in skill has always been that real. Now jump to the present, and things feel even more dangerous. Jones isn't just relying on talent anymore. His training with structure, focus, and a clear purpose. And that version of Jon Jones is a serious problem for someone like Tom Aspinall, because a fighter who used to win effortlessly is now putting in the work as well. And when natural ability meets discipline, that's when things become truly lethal.
But he was a heavyweight, and he goes, I had the chance to spar with Jon Jones, to work with Jon Jones. And he goes, I knew about it months ahead of time. He goes, I got my nutrition, everything was absolutely flawless. I got, my sleep, everything was on. He goes, I show up at the gym that morning. He goes, it's me and 5 other guys. He goes, he comes in, think he went to sleep at 4 a.m. or something. He was out all night, and he goes, he ran through all 6
That's my buddy Brendan Schaub.
Is that who it was? Yeah. Okay, yeah. It was the funniest story. I was like, and he goes, and then I just knew, that's a level. Like, but imagine being that elite and realizing there's another.
The idea of different levels ties directly into Daniel Cormier's perspective. And this isn't coming from a commentator or a casual observer. This is coming from someone who actually shared the cage with Jon Jones at the highest level. Cormier has explained it plainly. When he faced Jones, he believed he was performing at his absolute best, the strongest, sharpest version of himself. Yet even then, it wasn't enough. That experience completely changed how he views the sports ceiling. In his eyes, only a handful of truly elite fighters in their prime, names like Khabib or fully focused McGregor, even belong in the same conversation. Because Jones wasn't simply another opponent. He operated on an entirely different tier.
Whenever I did your podcast.
You did.
I was so good when he beat me that second time that if he beat me that time, I don't think nobody could beat him. He was so, plus he tall, he got long arms.
84-inch reach.
Yep, he got good knees.
Elbow.
Him and I did that thing together. And we were talking about boxing. And he was like, if we boxed, it would be much harder fight.
Right.
He goes, because I kick Daniel a lot, and I need Daniel a lot.
Right.
And I think that is why, or a thing that people underestimate about him. I don't think in terms of skills.
Cormier's main argument goes beyond simple rankings. For him, it's about legacy. Unlike Demetrius Johnson, he believes Tom Aspinall's journey will always carry a what if he never faces Jon Jones. Even if Aspinall captures the title, Cormier says that doubt would still follow his achievement. The true lineal challenge was never offered to him, and that missing moment, that unanswered question, is what separates a good champion from a true legend. That's exactly why he sees the White House card as a perfect stage. He compares this gap to an Avengers-level threat, suggesting that a major showdown there wouldn't just crown a champion, but finally settle the long-standing debate that has hovered over the division for years.
Legacy doesn't need Tom Aspinall. I don't think he does.
He does, bro.
He doesn't.
You know why?
Why?
And I'm only telling you this from a guy that lived in that world, right?
You lived in that division.
I also never beat him.
Yeah.
And I had, no matter what I did going forward, it was always that, well, you never beat Jon Jones. Tom Aspinall is going to get that belt, and there's going to be a gap, right? That lineal championship breaks. That line breaks when Tom goes from interim to champion. Because Jon never gave him the opportunity to fight him.
But either did Francis never gave Jon Jones the opportunity to fight him.
Francis was going to give Jon an opportunity. Jon wasn't ready to take it at the time.
Exactly.
Right?
So there you have that same type of thing.
So it keeps breaking. Francis left. Made a boatload of money. So in retrospect, Francis probably made the right decision because he got paid so much money to box. But Jon not fighting Tom messes with the line of succession, the balance of the world. It's like the Avengers. The Infinity Stone going back. He needed to fight him. I wish he would have fought him but I think he's not fighting him for one reason and one reason only. He doesn't want to put the work in that he needs to.
When it comes to predicting the winner of that matchup, Khabib doesn't show any hesitation. In his opinion, Jon Jones is no longer at the height of his powers and has already passed his prime. Looking back at performances against Santos and Reyes, he feels those fights prove that the dominance Jones once had isn't as clear as it used to be. At the same time, Khabib sees Tom Aspinall as the standout force in the heavyweight division, a fighter in peak condition, sharp, prepared, and ready to establish a new standard for the weight class. For him, the spotlight has shifted, and the era of Jones ruling without question has come to an end. Chimaev offers a different perspective, acknowledging the strengths of both men and giving each their respect. He views Aspinall as a durable heavyweight who can hold his own against anyone. As for Jones, he says there's no doubt about how unstoppable he once was. But time catches up with everyone, and aging affects even the greatest athletes. Chimaev explains that this is why he's comfortable seeing legends step away. To him, Jones's record remains flawless, an undefeated competitor whose prime might never truly be matched. If he were to face Tom Aspinall, you would have to wonder.
He could, but bro, like, we can't be forever there. But if a young guy, maybe he could beat him, Jon Jones as well. But I think when you get older, it's different. But if you use Jon Jones his young age with anyone, bro. He gonna beat anyone.
Yeah.
You know, so and every day people getting older, you know. I'm happy the guy is finished. He's legend, undefeated, and he's a good picture for everyone, anyone, you know. The guy becomes so crazy talent, so crazy hard worker, you know. You can't be there if you don't work hard, you know?
Jon Jones doesn't hold back when sharing his thoughts about Tom Aspinall. He believes that whenever Aspinall feels pain or takes damage, his reaction is to shut down immediately. No resistance, no pushback, just an instant decision to stop. Jones points to a few moments to support his view: an eye poke, a knee issue, and even a situation where he was caught in an ankle lock. In each case, he feels Aspinall didn't try to battle through or fight his way out. From Jones's perspective, that kind of response comes across as a weakness, almost making Aspinall look like an easy target, and is confident that if they ever faced each other, that's exactly the vulnerability he would exploit.
It's like he's like immediately incapacitated. Immediately.
He shut down.
It's like he poked my eye and then he's like immediately, there's no like...
He never tried to look. It was rag on the eye immediately.
Dude, I would have been the silliest looking cat on national TV just...
Trying. He didn't try. He didn't try.
Same thing with Curtis Blaze. When he hurt his knee, there was no limping, there was no trying to get up. It was just like immediately...
Yep.
Burn my village, I can't go on. When he got tapped out with an ankle lock, there was no trying to fight his hands. There were no trying to... He immediately...
After that, Michael Bisping pushes back on Jones's specific claim, making it clear that Tom Aspinall is far from being a one-dimensional fighter. He explains that Aspinall has trained in jiu-jitsu since the age of 16, and his record reflects that experience. With 15 victories, 12 by knockout and 3 by submission, every one of his fights has ended in a decisive finish. Those submission wins also show that he's confident and capable on the ground, not just dangerous on the feet. Bisping isn't taking side between Aspinall and Jones. He's simply laying out the facts. This is a heavyweight who can end fights in multiple ways, and labeling him as easy work doesn't match the evidence.
Watched Tom Aspinall, you know that's not true, okay? But he's not overrated. He hasn't got a simple game. The man's a well-rounded mixed martial artist. He started doing jiu-jitsu when he was 16 years old, and I'm not trying to do another video here defending Tom Aspinall or taking Tom's side over Jon Jones. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just calling out the facts like I see it. When you look at Tom Aspinall's record, 15 wins, 12 knockouts, 3 submissions. So he's finished all of his fights.
On a more concrete note, Dana White makes it clear the White House fight card is shaping up to be historic. The buzz isn't just hype. Every fighter is eager to be part of it, and the event is quickly becoming must-watch for fans everywhere. When asked about the potential main event, Dana doesn't hesitate to mention Tom Aspinall facing Jon Jones. Imagine a peak heavyweight going up against one of MMA's all-time greats, all on the sport's biggest stage. Adding to the excitement, there's also the possibility of seeing McGregor and Jones on the same card, which would make for an unprecedented and unforgettable fight night.
Gets hurt, it's like he's like immediately incapacitated. Immediately.
He shut down.
It's like he poked my eye and then he's like immediately, there's no like...
He never tried to look. It was rag on the eye immediately.
Dude, I would have been the silliest looking cat on national TV just...
Trying. He didn't try. He didn't try.
Same thing with Curtis Blaze. When he hurt his knee, there was no limping, there was no trying to get up. It was just like immediately...
Yep.
Burn my village, I can't go on. When he got tapped out with an ankle lock, there was no trying to fight his hands. There were no trying to... He immediately quit.
Chael said get straight to the heart of the matter. Jon Jones is back, but his history has always been unpredictable. It's not just about moving him from fight to fight. It's about accountability, showing up and respecting the responsibilities that come with being a champion. When Jones slips up, it's more than a scheduling hiccup. It undermines the title itself. This has been a recurring issue with one of the sport's most talented yet inconsistent fighters. This ties directly into Demetrius Johnson's perspective. He explained why a matchup between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall finally makes sense, and why the White House card is a perfect stage. Jones had said he'd only take the fight if the pay was fair, which put Dana White in a tricky position. How do you satisfy Jones without devaluing the championship? Johnson points out that if a champion doesn't respect the belt, no one else will either. Matching Jones with Aspinall fixes that problem. The interim title holder finally gets his chance. Jones gets his opportunity to prove himself, and the White House card becomes the ultimate stage to settle the long-standing question, who truly dominates the heavyweight division? So, what's your take? Who will come out on top at this White House showdown? Jon Jones, proving he's still unbeatable, or Tom Aspinall, cementing his status as a new heavyweight benchmark?